This week on Bearcat Outdoors, we're heading down to southern Missouri to follow along with a dog trainer. Check it out right now.
Hi, I'm Gavin O'Connor. Bird hunting has been something that has kind of been a part of my life all the time. Growing up, pretty much everybody around us had bird dogs, but there were lots of birds at that time. I can remember walking down the road and, with probably 7 years old, and having my 20 gauge gun, single shot, and birds flying and us shooting at them and stuff like that. But everybody else kind of had dogs around, and then the birds kind of went away and everybody kind of got rid of their dogs, and so it took a while to get back into it. But started after I got into college and didn't have a lot of time there, but kind of towards the end of that, I started going to some of the game preserves around our area and shooting over a few dogs, and really enjoyed that. Spent some time looking for German wire hair pointers, and there's not a lot of them in this part of the country, but did find one relatively close and ended up getting that one. And he was 11 months old when I got him, and so had a little bit of training, but not a lot, and so spent some time working with him. Then we started doing AKC hunt tests and participated in those, and then about that time I also got my second dog, Dot, and started working with her too. Did a lot of hunt tests with them together, and ended up I was able to do the junior hunt tests and got both of their junior hunt test titles. Went to the German Wire Hair Nationals, and that's where Champ actually ended up getting his senior hunter. So on the training of the dogs, we really start them off just as soon as we get them, or about the time that they're 8 weeks or so of age, and really started working on the basics, just getting them used to you to start with, and then them understanding kind of what you're expecting. And then also the biggest thing throughout all of your training, I think, is to just stay consistent. You have to use the same words, you have to do all your actions the same, and then the dog kind of really gets used to you, and then you can start working as a team as you get a little bit further along. We'll start off and we'll have the dogs on a line, and to have them heel, you really want to have that control over them so that they stay right there with you when you need them to. The other thing that probably the two most important as far as hunting dogs for us is the heel, and then also whoa. You're leading them along, and you stop and say whoa, and you don't move, and they learn that the command of whoa and none of us moving is what's supposed to happen. And you want to have that control of them to be able to tell them whoa and keep them where you want them, and then again you still be able to walk around and work around them and everything, and they know they're supposed to stand in that spot. And being pointing dogs, that's the main thing that they're going to be doing in the field is pointing. But for me, one of the great things about the German wire hair is that they are very versatile, and we work a lot on retrieving, and I use a quail dumper, so they get kind of used to the bird shape and everything as opposed to just the other round ones you can get. They learn very quickly that bringing the bird or the dummy back to you is a lot of fun, and then you get them all those kind of basics down, you get them a lot of yard training done with them, and then you're ready to take them out into the field. And Kian, my son, has started to really get into it. He really enjoys hunting. He's 10 now, and he's been bird hunting with me for about 3 years now. He actually started, I'd take him out when I was working the dogs, and he'd carry his BB gun, and he a lot of times would tell me he shot the bird, just got him in the leg when he'd shoot the BB gun at him. But he's gotten a lot better. He's kind of my wingman now when I go out and I can work the dogs, and he's shooting the birds for me, so that really helps a lot. But he's really enjoyed it, got him going on that, and hopefully as we get Twister up and going, he will spend a little bit more time and really get out and hunt the birds with Twister. And we haven't taken him on any of the big hunts. We try and go to South Dakota every year, and then I have my best friend lives out in Pagosa Springs, Colorado. We try to go out there every year, go up in the mountains and go grouse hunting, but hopefully here and maybe the next year or so, Kean will get to go out with us on those once he gets a little bit truer shot, a little bit better control of everything as we get out there.
If you like this episode, make sure to check us out again next week on Channel 8 at 6:30. For more Bearcat Outdoors or any other show on KNWT Channel 8, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, our YouTube channel, and our Facebook page at KNWT Channel 8 for current and past shows. This is Bearcat Outdoors. We will see you next week, and stay tuned for amazing things up next.